Gentlemen, welcome to today's episode of, excuse me here, today's episode of Perfume for Bros. In this week's edition, actually I want to kind of address this to the beginners out there. This is for everyone, but the beginners out there, or not really the fragrance enthusiasts that are so much into it, just the guys out there that just like to have a lot of cologne and they like to look good and they like to go out and stuff like that. You know, they're wearing their cologne and perfume as a part of their dress, and you know, they like to look good. So sorry for you premium members. I took the this is opened up to everyone, and more so for the non-perfume snob or enthusiast out there. You know, they don't know too much about what makes up the perfume. They just want to smell really great. So that's why I'm doing this video and titled it the way I did. I think I'll title it 5 Frags that will make you smell better than your friends, the next guy. And that's what I'm going to get at. I have an honorable mention too. Excuse me for a second. I'm going to wet my whistle here, and it's hot. Got a little hydration. So, you premium members, I'll have a video up in a couple of days, and put the paywall back up. But this is for everyone, for you to enjoy, mostly for the beginner. But these frags that I'm going to mention here are really not so beginner, and it's not for someone on a beginning budget either. I'm going to also preface this video with, you know, the guy out there that works hard, has a good job, and doesn't mind spending a lot of money for a cologne or a perfume. Has some deep pockets, you know, that's it. I mean, you got to stipulate that stuff. So let me just, the reason, well, I'll do that second. The one fragrance I have here, I'll do it second or so, that gave me the idea that I can just do the whole video. I can do just 20 minutes on that one fragrance that you should think about getting. Get your noses on these. Don't blind buy any of these. All right, I'm not joking around when I say that, unless you already know them. All right, because they're expensive and tastes vary. These are from my collection, and I have a lot of experience with most of them. All right, so let's just go with this one. Dior Homme no sir, this is the Parfum. If you can, and this is hard to get, and that's another thing, these, oh my God, these are hard to get, guys, some of them. This one, even in Europe, is hard to get, but I'm not here to do your shopping for you, but get your nose on this. If you love Dior already and you like Dior Homme and love Dior Homme Intense or whatever, yeah, blind buy this. Go ahead. And if you can afford it, it's pretty expensive. It's probably pushing 170 bucks or something. But the new version has 100 ml. And as to move on with the video, when you're wearing something like this and your buddies are out there and you're out with your crowd, wherever you go, to dinner or to a pub or whatever, you know, they're wearing what they wear, and they're nice fragrances. Who knows what they're wearing? And probably what they're wearing is something really akin to horse shit, or all the way up to something that's downright nice. You know, you don't know. So, but you don't say nothing. I guarantee you they won't know or smell something like this, and the reaction's like say from a lady that I've got, is like, never likes perfume or never reacts, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's kind of nice. So deep. You don't have to say much or talk much when you wear something like this. It does the talking for you. So that's Dior Homme Parfum from Christian Dior, and I think it's still available, but not in America. Check Fragrance by Canada, see if they get in some new stock. Secondly, I promised would be this Chanel here. When you wear this, I guarantee you, first smell it to see if you like. Don't wear anything you don't like. But if you like or love any of these and you rock them, I guarantee you, you're gonna smell better than your crowd. It gets unbelievable reaction. When I used to wear this to work and at the office, at the sales office, customers that weren't mine would be smelling this and just be like, what is that kind of thing? Or I've never smelled anything like it. And if you don't believe that, one of my workmates who I got into the fragrance collecting hobby, and he loves it. And he's been wearing them all his life. He's a big fella, big, handsome, local, got good skin, tattoos all over his body. I wouldn't mess with him or his family here on the island. But I hope he gets a bottle of this one day, kind of out of his price range. But he's like, that's sophisticated. And every time I wore this, he's like, Bobby, what you got on? You got that Chanel on? And yeah, it would be that Coromandel. And he would know how special it is. And he say the same word every time, sophisticated in his mind. And he's right. And, you know, I've been out and about and on dates wearing this, and like, incredible. So Chanel Coromandel, whatever version, think about getting a sample of this and wearing it. And wearing these often. I'm not talking about guys wearing them just for one night. I'm talking about you guys that don't have too much and maybe wear the same one over and over as a signature scent. And these can be in the fall. So this is the best season, I'm talking to you now in the fall, to be wearing perfume. And something like this, if you can afford it, and can be worn as a signature. Like maybe just out and about in social situations all the time. And then your crowd's gonna be like, you always wear that one. I guarantee you. I mean, so obviously it's not the object of wearing these. It's to make you feel good, obviously. But when you make everyone around you feel good and feel really good that you're with them, oh, come on. What's that gonna, I mean, that's just gonna make everything better. It's gonna make your presence and your confidence level go up. And confidence is important, right? Not to the form, to the level of conceit or vanity, but confidence is attractive. Number 3 here. I'm gonna break this out. I'm gonna break this Dior, another Dior out. Get your nose on this. And on a guy, well, on a gal, it's just out of this world. But this is our Amber Rose. It's awesome, to say the least. None of these are offending, okay? They're all top-notch, high-quality fragrances, but not challenging. Maybe one is a little bit not as pleasing as the others, and I'll get into that at the last. But this is Ambre Nuit from Christian Dior, and it's on their exclusive line called the Privé line. It's called La Collection Privé. Look that up online. And get a sample or get a spray of this and see if you don't love it, and have this as your going out or signature scent. and you're gonna get some smiles, whether you're a guy or a girl. But this video is for the guys, the bros. This video is about bro frags, right? I'll do my, this is the, what do you call it? The runner-up here, the bonus. For the guy who likes cologne and likes to smell heaps different than everyone else, and you don't really care about, you know, you're gonna smell great, but in terms of crowd pleasing, you don't even care about your friends or your girlfriends thinking that you smell to their liking. Check this out. Get your nose on this. It's from Yves Saint Laurent. I believe it's still gettable, and it's called M7, and more specifically it's called M7 Oud Absolu. It smells like it looks, but it's got a fresh opening, like an orange opening, but it's got a little of that oud vibe in there. Think about when you have a real nice, expensive pair of Italian shoes, dark brown, and you open up the box of that real nice, heavy cardboard box. You know, whether it says, what's that shoemaker that begins with an M or whatever, but maybe, I don't know, Gucci or whatever, and you get a whiff of those new shoes, the leather. This is what I'm reminded of from M7. Not sweet, you know, a little sweet, just awesome dry down. You're gonna smell masculine, handsome. I mean, at the least. And no one's gonna, you know, I think it's crowd pleasing, but say a girl's gonna be like, you smell real nice. What is that? And she should say it's Yves Saint Laurent. And just say, after she says, ask what Yves Saint Laurent, just say it's M7. Right. I wanted to throw that in there as a runner-up. My number 4 on the list is by Guerlain, and pricey, as all of these are. And it's called Tonka Impériale. This will be pleasing to 99% of the people on this planet, unless, you know, it might be they hate vanilla or Tonka or overly sweet things, but still they're not going to be turned off by this. I can't think of something in my life that smells this good. Maybe the smell of garlic, chopped garlic, sauteing in extra virgin olive oil, something like that. I mean that's more distinct, and it smells great, and it gets you hungry and waters your mouth. But this is like that, but more on a sweet, out of this universe level. And this is going to smell equally good on a gal, on your girlfriend or your sister or your mother. It doesn't matter who's wearing this. But for you young guys out there, and this video is for you guys, if I had to put an age on this video, anywhere from 20 to 40, just optimum, right? Maybe 20 is a little too young. 24 to 45. Get your nose on this. The new presentation by Guerlain of Tonka Impériale is a 100 ml bottle. It's expensive. That 100 ml bottle is going to be like somewhere in the vicinity of $375, somewhere around there. It's just outrageously expensive. But this is a 75 ml bottle, and it's the old presentation, older. But now if you get it, the same juice, unless I hear different, you get it in a bigger bottle from Guerlain, and you look it up online on Guerlain.com, Tonka Impériale. And it's from their arts and material line. And the last one I have, probably maybe the most complex. M7's not complex, but it's it's as good as any niche out there, is Chergui by Serge Lutin. This, right off the bat, 80% of it smells crowd pleaser, right? Hay note, sweet, but there's a little kicker. There's a little green kicker in here, stemmy, that takes it off in another direction. And when you wear this, the person's gonna do a double take. The whole crowd is gonna go, oh, you smell nice. Wow, that's really deep. That's mysterious, quote unquote, is the word I got when I was wearing this, and the person really liked it. We're kind of like playing Scrabble on the couch watching TV. But Chergui is well known, but if you're a beginner out there or not into fragrances, you might have to scrounge and find this one. And you're not going to smell like anyone in your crowd. You're going to be above and beyond. This is the latest formulation of it. It's been around more. Let's check what I got here from September samples. I can tell it's this one just because of the color. A friend of mine sent the original presentation Chergui decant of it, and he was nice to send me. He sent me too much, a lot. And the presentation of the original bottles, if you look from Serge Lutin, is nice. I would rather have those. But the juice, and people say that this is better. I sprayed this, I wore it. I can't find a minuscule difference between this stuff and this stuff, the OG stuff. They both smell great. Now I'll wear this a couple more times and still, but in terms of spraying right off the bat, this is off on another tangent, another video. There is no difference in the latest iteration or formulation of Chergui than the original. And I'm not sure it's been reformulated. If it has, there's no difference. And then I got a buddy, a good buddy, it says, oh, it's so darker and stuff like that. Well, they're both dark. So, stuff's fabulous. So, there they are. Cologne that will set you up above and beyond your little group of friends. And I guarantee it, you'll smell better than any of them when you're out in a crowd, when they're wearing their, I don't know what they're wearing. I really don't. They might be wearing some good stuff like Bleu de Chanel or Sauvage or Prada or some Italian Armani stuff. But again, I guarantee you, if you like these yourself and you spray and wear these, you're gonna get some great reaction from your crowd. You're gonna smell better than most everyone, like I said. That I guarantee, or your money back, okay? Your money back. But before that, and you don't know what these smell like, get your nose on them. Don't blind buy, okay? Don't blind buy. Or ask me a question in the comments and I'll try to help you out, all right? So my name is Robert, and I like to talk about these things, not so much as, the chemistry and stuff like that, but how colognes and perfumes relate to real life situations and social atmospheres. So let me know what you think. I got 5, and then the runner-up here. And again, if I had to pick one, just give me that bottle of Coromandel. It's, most people that, especially they don't know anything about Chanel and most colognes, they'll not smell anything better. I mean, again, the reaction and the DHP, the reactions are not like, oh, you smell nice. The reactions are like, what is that? Like, this one girl was just like walking around in circles. She wasn't even my customer. It's like, can I ask you what cologne you're wearing? And it was Coromandel. Same with, I remember our New Year's evening, and my girlfriend's like, oh my God. And then she wore it that night too. So DHP is the same thing. It's like, whoa, what is that? not just like Acqua di Gio. Oh, you smell great. So check them out and let me know how you fare. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.